On it.
Hey team, and welcome back to the Panda Cupdate. I'm joined by Gara.
Hi team.
And Derek.
Hey team.
One of them got a haircut over the weekend. Can you guess who? So the draft took place on Saturday, and we've got our teams. So Derek, you've got the teams in front of you, and just give us your initial impressions. What team do you think has the early chance? Like if you were to put betting money down straight away.
I'd have to put my money on my squad.
Okay, on my
Because
squad.
you-
Exactly, I'm on that team.
Okay.
I wouldn't bet against me.
Okay. And tell me, how's your training gone?
Fantastic. best shape of my life right now.
Okay, so Yvonne's team, she elected not to trade any coaches, but why, coaches aside, okay, so she's got you, who else you got on the team?
From the coach's perspective, she's got myself and Sapat.
Okay.
Genuinely, from looking at the team, there's a lot of people there that will show up and do the workouts, which actually makes a big difference.
Okay.
Like, do the workout, log your coach, or log your judging points, and that makes a big difference. Yes, there are first, second, and third place points for grabs, but coming in, doing the workout, and getting your judging points makes a big difference.
So just so I'm clear, just so I understand you, you're thinking a lot of the members of the gym won't show up because they're on other teams, and you think the other teams.
Oh, I got to make sure they don't show up because they're on other teams. Like, again, it's back to my team's going to win.
Well, I've been watching a lot of Tucker Carlton on how to conduct interviews.
Oh wow, we're on a driver to the way you're.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so you're incredibly biased when you think on my squad. Now, Gara, you said Saturday was a lot of fun. Before we get your team prediction, what made Saturday so much fun?
What made Saturday so much fun? Especially a lot of people that haven't done the Open before, they got a taste of what the Open is going to feel like or be like. And I think they had a great time, especially to the people I spoke to. They really enjoyed it. There's always a great atmosphere. There's always a sense of community and coming together for, not just to test your fitness or see how well you do in the workout, but the social aspect as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. I fully agree. And I like that you like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the haircuts.
Yeah. Just looks like so vibrant and bouncy, doesn't it?
It's just...
Tell me, what do you think, looking at the teams there, which team do you think is going to come dead last?
Dead last?
Yeah.
I'd hate to say it, but Chasing the Dream doesn't seem to have a lot.
Oh wow! But column one is on Chasing the Dream.
Yeah.
Chasing the Dream.
Well, it's funny you should mention column one because, as far as we know,
I mean, I'm not,
there is an investigation or investigations.
Yeah.
It's
An
very
ongoing
early to prepare.
investigation.
There's ongoing investigations. Trading someone without a medical report was a risky strategy, and it's gone up to video review and it's gone to the citing commission. But Woodsy might be serving a ban for the next couple of weeks. So you think Chasing the Dream have chafed themselves too much before the competition started?
You never know. We have seen this before, where we didn't think a team was going to win. Usually the one that you were in. But
I'm not sure when I've
there
won.
goes Gladiator.
I'm not sure. Big up to
by the way, I expect the gladiators to come in on their gladiator kind of.
Oh, full.
Now,
full
when
outfit,
you say gladiators, do you are we thinking like Russell Crowe gladiators, or are we thinking more spandex gladiators? What comes to mind first?
Well, it's hard to choose between
Okay.
the two, but
both have their benefits.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind to see either.
Okay.
Okay.
Half the team could come up with
Right,
Russell
leather
Crowe.
or spandex. Either way, Gara's going to be trigger happy with the camera on that as well. Okay, so we've got the teams and they're set, and as Derek mentioned, it is mainly participation points and kindness points that win it. Obviously, the coach who traded me off was unlikely to get kindness points, but I'll give a shout out to my boy Nathan for keeping me. Absolutely, because he figured, why not?
He was pressured though to trade you back or to trade someone.
And then pressured to keep as
yeah,
well.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think he was pressured to keep, but he stuck to his guns, which I thought it was a good decision. There you go.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. I mean, the anti-heroes.
Strong team.
Strong team. We've got some rookies across the board, and we want to give them a shout out because we do get it is. It can be nerve-wracking competing for the first time. So, I'll start off if I can see a name and then we'll run through them. Linda last year, kind of my example, she just joined and she's like, "Ooh, I don't think I'm ready for the Open." and then we lovingly bullied her.
Well, no. She said that listening.
I didn't lovingly bully her. I just bullied her. Okay.
I think listening to the podcast, she said that that made her make the decision to.
She's the one.
Yeah.
She's the one listener, is she?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Linda.
That one
Kindest
listener.
Okay, Derek, hit us up with another.
Speaking of Team Gladiators, we have Anita and Danielle, sisters on the same team. So
yeah, so you have to change that rivalry now.
yeah, we kind of want that. Yeah,
That's a team that could tear themselves.
tear ourselves apart from the inside. Like, no, it'll be interesting to see how the two girls get on because it's been training very consistently. So I think it'd be good fun to see them.
And who do you think is going to win?
Couldn't possibly say, Colin.
So Anita.
I couldn't say.
So Danielle.
I may have money on that, so I don't influence the bet.
Okay.
So one of two.
Okay.
So
Derek.
It's definitely going to be Anita or Danielle.
Derek, some people are going to lose their ability to book in on Saturday classes, Davis, and not sure as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And Gareth, some rookies you want to give a shout out to?
Well, fair play to Irena Santoshi for, kindly
Use your
being
words.
bullied to take part in the Open. No, I mean they're both really excited, and I'm actually looking forward to see how they get on because they're loving their training so far. So it'll be very interesting to see how they get on. And well, we'll see there now. That Una, yes. Una is hoping for 1 RM back squat. So
It's never shown up in the Open, so it might
Look,
be a nice
this
one
Good
for
one
them
for
to try out.
This
Yeah.
could be her year. You never know.
The great thing about having rookies on your team is they can pick up a lot of sweet pure points. They can be like, oh, I've never picked up 29 kilos, or I've never done my first knee raise or toes to bar or crossover, which I really hope don't show up. But
I hope not. Yeah.
okay. Well, I think crossovers are going to show up in the first week. What do you think is going to show up in the first week, Derek? Are you going to show up in the first week?
I'm hoping I show up in the first week. I think wall walks will come up at some point in some form. I know.
3 years in a row.
I share the sentiments with you, Colin, but I do think they'll show up in some form. I don't think they'll be the main part, but they'll show up in some, like in the middle of a workout, to kind of gap between it. I do think we'll see them because CrossFit seems to have taken a big liking to wall walks.
Okay. Well, I've been told not to talk to you anymore by my producer,
Okay.
Sarah.
I'm hearing the ear. Though.
What I'm hoping to see, or what?
What do you think is going to show up in the first week?
In the first week,
And hoping.
I mean, I don't know. It's very hard to say because we predicted something completely different the last time, and we saw muscle ups on the first one. So I hope there is no muscle ups on the first one.
What would you
like to see them? Sorry.
Yes or no?
Yes,
what
I'd
would
like
you
to see
do
them.
if your fellow teammate Gillian or Gemma got a muscle up?
I would support them.
Celebrate.
Celebrate.
For those listening to the podcast.
For those who are listening to the podcast, there was some air quotes.
There was, indeed. Perfect. Okay, so you think muscle ups are going to make an appearance again?
Hopefully not on the first one. They will make an appearance,
yeah.
of course, because gymnastics has always been a big element in the.
Yeah, they've always been used as that real kind of separator.
Separator,
kind of
exactly.
Okay.
I just hope they're not in the very first one. Where
No, say.
pistol squats is a good one.
I think that's a good separator.
Yeah.
Because it's a lower body gymnastic, so hopefully.
Have they ever?
Yes, they have. Yep.
Have they last year?
Yeah.
Sabot is hoping for them not to come up.
Oh.
I'd support that.
Okay, well, it's nice to see you finally be supportive, Derek.
Yeah. It occasionally happens.
He's
It occasionally
lobbing
happens.
in those kinds of points early.
He's lobbing them in as well.
We're on the same team, like so.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be exciting. Now, this week again, we'll have another practice run with No Rep City. But we have had a few people ask us, like, what happens if you can't make the Saturday? And it happens every year if you can't make the Saturday. Just shoot a message in the group. We're going to have Friday at 1 o'clock is going to be a dedicated hour for doing the Open if you can't make the Saturday. But if you can't make the Friday at 1 o'clock, if you're going to be training Friday morning or Friday evening, or indeed have to do it on Monday, just message the group to let us know you'll be in and ask so we can have a judge. If there's 2 people in at like 6 a.m. on Monday, cool, they can judge each other. If not, we got to figure out a judging strategy. But we will make sure you do it, or we will do everything we can to get it done.
Yep.
We've got 2 weeks away, and if you're like, oh, I didn't sign up for the Open, you still can. So yeah, just let us know, just stroll in.
Yep.
If you stroll in and you write your name on the board, please write it in a different font than Derek, so different handwriting than Derek, and a different colour. Okay?
Different colour I would support because then we see that there's a new name on the board, in fairness.
Just no different.
no. There must be uniformity, right? Okay.
Just looks better.
Well,
And on that note.
and on that note, exactly, yeah. Okay, on behalf of Gera and Derek, I'm Colin. Look after yourselves, be better.
See you
Whatever
tomorrow.
Sean Woodland says.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Ian.